Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discuss about how to calculate the sides of unsaturation by using as a different method. Generally at a TY-BSc level there are the two methods we employed while calculating as a sides of unsaturation. Out of that two methods, so for example here method 1 which is commonly used nowadays, because according to this method following changes are made. Number 1 point, each oxygen and sulfur atom is neglected. Then point number 2, that is each nitrogen atom is replaced by CH, and point number 3, each chlorine, bromine, iodine are replaced by hydrogen atom. That are the changes are made in the first method. In the second method it remains as it is, only the one change which is observed in point number 1, each oxygen or sulfur atom is replaced by CH2. Generally at TY-BSc level we are going to use as one which is commonly used method, and according to that following changes are made, and that method we are going to use while solving the problem based on that. Now let's see how the problems are there. Look at the question here. Question: assign structure for the organic compound. Assign structure for the organic compound. Assign structure for the organic compound with the following data. With the following data. With the following data. Assign structure for the organic compound with the following data. Data are given. Molecular formula is given, which is C9H11Br. C9H11Br, which is a molecular formula given. Now is a PMR data is provided over here, and A is a 7.22 delta singlet 5H in the B point is given over here. 3.8 delta triplet 2H, triplet 2H. Then C point is given over here, that is a 2.75 delta in bracket triplet 2H, and D point is given over here 2.15 delta once again triplet 2H. This is the data provided for us. This is the data is given. So now assign structure for the organic compound with the following data. This is a data provided us, and from this data we have to find out the correct structure of the organic compound. It's a very important. Molecular formula is given, PMR data also provided us, and from that we are going to solve the problem. We are going to find out the correct structure of the organic compound. What could be the correct structure of the organic compound? So let's see. We are going to solve this problem step by step, so that the next problem, because PMR spectroscopic problem or whatever spectroscopic problem based on UV, IR and PMR are very interesting once you know the basic thing regarding it, how to solve it. Automatically interest is generated when you are finding the correct structure of the unknown compound, and you will feel very happy when you are going to solve problem on your own. Just you concentrate here how to solve. Once you know the one problem carefully, then and then you will able to solve the problem on your own. So that is a very good. So now while answering this, what is that? The first thing, the first important thing while solving the problem based on UV, IR and NMR, what is that? To find out the sites of unsaturation. That is the first point. Now you have to find out site of unsaturation, whether it is 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that you have to find out correct. Now separately you can just remember here the molecular formula is given C9H11Br, right? Now Br, according to our rule, replace Br atom by hydrogen. The formula becomes C9H11 plus H is equal to C9H12. That is a formula becomes over here C9H11Br. Okay. Now according to the general formula of alkane, we know that Cn H2n plus 2. Remember, because we are, if you write as a directly doesn't matter, but how you are calculating that site of unsaturation, you can find out step by step. Here I am writing over here, according to the general formula of alkane CH H2n plus 2, n you have to take whatever number of carbon atoms are there, you have to take over here. So put here C9 9 into 2 is 18 plus 2 is 20, that becomes as a 20, right? C9H20. Now subtract this formula from this minus C9H12, right? C9H12. C9 get cancelled. 20 minus 12 remains as a 8 over there. And as I already told you that whatever factor after the subtraction, that number should be divided by 2. Why 2? I already told you that unsaturation means while hydrogenation it requires 2 hydrogen atoms to get as a saturated compound, and for that purpose we are dividing the remaining factor by 2, and whatever answer comes, the answer is a 4, means this compound containing this molecular formula, means whatever structure we are going to find out, it must have a 4 sites of unsaturation. Look at here is a 4 site of unsaturation. How 4 of unsaturation? There may be possibility of carbon-carbon double bond. There are 4 carbon-carbon double bond. But let me tell you, let me give one hint over there. The site of unsaturation 4 or more than 4, there is a possibility of presence of aromatic compound. Remember here, aromatic compound, and immediately again think over here. Look at here is a signal chemical shift value, and at the beginning we already discussed that while studying as a application of PMR in organic compound, one of the application we have learned, the position of the chemical shift clearly indicate that what kind of the protons are present. The de-shielded proton here around 7 point something, it is about the aromatic proton. It also, here is a 5 protons are there, and that 5 proton also gives us the idea about the monosubstituted benzene. See, think, because logically you have to think in this way. So once you got as a site of unsaturation 4, then thinking power, go on thinking. If you think the site of unsaturation 4 or more than 4, always next thinking should be aromatic, whether the possibility of the aromatic compound may be. I am clearing this here. Now let's see, first point we already discussed, we got the site of unsaturation is 4 in this case. Now second point I am starting from here. Second point, look at here. Second point, the PMR singlet, the PMR singlet at 7.22 delta. The PMR singlet at 7.22 delta corresponding to 5 protons. Corresponding to 5 protons. 5 protons indicate or suggest or shows presence of an aromatic ring, suggests, indicate presence of an aromatic ring, and and must be monosubstituted benzene ring and must be substituted benzene ring, monosubstituted benzene which also account for monosubstituted benzene which also accounts for four sides of unsaturation. Look at this. Got it? The second point we are discussing over there from that PMR data, the PMR singlet, because it is singlet is given, there is no neighbor at all. The PMR singlet at 7.22 delta corresponding to 5 protons indicate presence of an aromatic ring, and aromatic ring is there because aromatic ring may be as a substituted. We know that all 6 hydrogen atom can be substituted. There may be as a monosubstituted, disubstituted, trisubstituted, polysubstituted, like this. So remember, but here the 5 proton is already there. Out of 6 proton of that aromatic compound has generally as a benzene. No heteroatoms are involved over here, only as a halide, because that halide is not present in the ring, and therefore the possibility of benzene is there and 5 protons. So one of the hydrogen atom get replaced by substituent, that we are going to find out. But here from this we come to know that the PMR singlet at 7.22 delta corresponding to 5 proton indicate presence of an aromatic ring and must be monosubstituted benzene which also account for 4 sides of unsaturation. This is the point we got over here. Now the point number 2, the PMR singlet at monosubstituted benzene means partial structure we got over here. The partial structure which I am showing over here is this one. Let me show here. This is a partial structure we got, monosubstituted. X may be as a something else, right? Monosubstituted. These are the 5 protons shown is a singlet. 5 protons is a singlet. So this is over. Now 3.8 delta triplet. Now look at here, third point. The PMR triplet, PMR triplet at 3.8 delta corresponding to 2 protons indicate presence of CH2 group. This CH2, because there are 2 neighbors, then CH2 groups, and CH2 group, the de-shielding effect is observed due to Br atom which is more electronegative, which is more electronegative atom. You can show like this. Or the next point we are going to write over here. Instead of this, you can clearly write the next third point over here, so that suitably we can write here third point. The PMR singlet, not the remaining three signals here, the remaining three signals, look at here, triplet and triplet, right? Remaining three signals each correspond to each correspond to two protons, each correspond to two protons, indicate that the side chain indicates that the side chain must contain, the side chain must contain 3CH2, must contain 3CH2 group, CH2 methylene group joined to each other, joined to each other. Thus the side chain must be of the following type. Thus the side chain must be of the following type, that is CH2 and the CH2. Sorry, something is there. Here is a quintet, not the triplet, it is a quintet, not the triplet, quintet. Make the correction here, quintet, 2.15 delta quintet 2H. And we are getting, this is a side chain that may be B, C and D. B, C and D. In previous case, that is a AO we can call, right? Now, in the next, the triplet due to CH2 group, fourth point we are going to write here. Look at here, the remaining 3 signals each correspond to 2 protons indicate that the side chain must contain 3 CH2 methylene group joined to each other. Thus the side chain must be of the following type. This one. The triplet due to, now here the triplet due to CH2 group at a downfield CH2 group at downfield 3.38 delta clearly indicates that this methylene group is attached to the Br atom, that is a de-shielding effect. That is de-shielding effect. Now the fifth point we are going to consider once again over here. Let's clean the board first, then remaining point we are going to see here. Now is a point number 5th, another triplet due to, 5th point, another triplet at 2.75 delta due to CH2 group at downfield which is attached to phenyl group, this one. And the last one, the quintet, now is a 6th one, the quintet 5 lines due to CH2 group at 2.15 delta indicate that there must be there must be 4 protons. Thus this CH2 group must be in between 2 CH2 group. Thus this CH2 group must be in between 2 CH2 group. The side chain has the following structure. The side chain has the following structure which is CH2, CH2, CH2 and the Br. And now we have arrived at the final structure. Let us see the final structure over here. Now, by considering all above points, by considering all above points, following structure is assigned. Following structure is assigned to the given organic compound. To the given organic compound. So what could be? It is this one. Here CH2, CH2, CH2 and the Br. Now let's see here. Molecular formula C9. Count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Number of hydrogen atom 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11. 1 Br atom. Now the chemical shift value for this 7.22 delta, which is a singlet. Now this will be the triplet and value around is 2.75 delta. This middle one is known as a quintet and the value is comes out to be quintet 2.15, and this is the most de-shielded. The value is a 3.8, which is a triplet. That is a triplet over here. So in this way, that is we have found out the correct structure of the organic compounds. So I think in this way we are going to solve some of the problem based on UV, IR and the NMR. I think let us stop today here. Remaining we will see in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.